formula. It is formula based. It's very straightforward. It is like everything is this one formula today. So this is a 1-day section. There's not much to this, but it is almost always used on the EOC. So as we get started on this, let's take a look. Let's start with the formula to begin everything. The formula for this looks like this: 1/2. Okay. Then it's going to be BC sine of A, and I'll explain all what that is. I'm going to write it out the long way, and I'm going to talk about what we're doing. So we're going to be finding triangles that don't have heights in them. We're going to be finding the area of a triangle that does not have a height in it. We're going to use two sides of the triangle and what's called the included angle, the angle that's in between them. So it's SAS. We proved triangles congruent using that earlier in the year. So we've got a side right here. Okay, that's our B. We've got a side right here. This is our C. And then we've got an angle right here. This is angle A. And when we're finding the area of this triangle, we're going to use the formula 1/2 times side 1. Put a lower number, bottom corner. Not an exponent, lower, side 1 times side 2 times, now this is the key, sine, S-I-N, of the included angle. So it must be the angle that's in between the two sides that we're talking about. No matter where the sides are, it's the angle in between them. So it's where they touch, guys. It's at their vertex where they touch each other. Okay? So you take the sine of that angle. So it's 1/2 times side 1 times side 2 times the sine of the included angle. This is what it looks like, guys. Area equals, yeah. Doesn't make any difference. Because it's multiplication, it's commutative, which means you can do it in any order. That's a very good question. Doesn't matter at all. Thank you for asking that. Okay, here we go. 1/2. Now, the 8 and the 12, like I just said, you asked a good question. Doesn't matter what order you do them in. 8 times 12, 12 times 8, doesn't make any difference. It's 1/2 times 8 times 12, 1/2 times 12 times 8. You get the same answer no matter which way you type it. Then we're going to multiply it times sine of A. What's A, guys? 36. That's it. Grab your calculators. This is a type this in on the calculator. Okay. Anybody else need to grab one? Because you can't do this without a calculator. Everybody's got one? Okay, here we go, guys. Need one? I'll wait on you. Excuse me. Okay, guys, here we go. 1 fraction button 2 times 8 times 12 times 36 sine equals. Now, we are going to be rounding our answers to the nearest tenth, which means one number after the decimal place. So what would that put you at if you do it at one decimal place? 28.2, and the unit on area is going to be centimeters squared. Need me to retype it? Okay, clear it out, guys. 1 fraction button 2 times 8 times 12 times 36 sine equals.
Oh, okay.
You have to do the number before the sign. Yep, remember this calculator's backwards. Okay, anybody else? Yeah.
So for typing on the calculator, we're doing sign, doing the letter before doing the sign.
You're doing the number before the sign.
Yeah, is that the same thing where it's like when it's square root, and we're trying to find.
Yeah, you have to do the number, then hit the square root button. Yeah, it's the same exact idea. Everything on this calculator has to have the number first, then what you're doing to it. So absolutely, it is exactly like taking a square root on this calculator. That's good connection to it, because if you want to take the square root of 44, you take 44, hit the square root button. You got to do the number first, then that. Okay, guys, let's keep going. This is it, guys. Today, this is the one formula we're doing the whole time. So we've got our sides. This is going to represent our side B. This is going to represent our side C. This is going to be A right here, this included angle in between. So when you do this, it's going to be area equals 1/2 times 21 times 12. It doesn't matter if you do 12 times 21 or 21 times 12. It makes no difference. But at the end, you're going to have sine of what? 48. Perfect. Grab your calculators. Let's type it one more time together before I get you all to try to type it on your own. What? No, none at all. B and C are interchangeable. That's a very good question. So it'd be 1 fraction by 2 times 21 times 12 times 48 sine equals. I got 93.6. Okay. So 93.6 inches squared. Okay, guys. Anybody before we do the next one? I'll set up the next one with you, and then I'm going to get you to type the next one on your own. Okay, here we go. Example number 3. Now, 3 is the last normal one. 4 has something unique about it. So 3 is the last, like, straightforward one. They will give you ones like 4, though. They love those problems, guys. So B and C, this is going to be your angle A. That's included in between them. So when you set it up, it's going to be area equals 1/2 times what? 6 times what else? 9 times sine of 56. Perfect. 9 times 6, 6 times 9, doesn't matter at all, guys. Doesn't make any difference. Type that out on your own. I want y'all to try typing it. Don't say it if you get it. Hold on. We are going to round to the nearest tenth. Round to the nearest tenth. That's what the homework does. So I'm trying to stay with whatever the homework does. So what's that going to give you guys? 22.4. And it's a 4 because at the end it was 0.38, and a 3 with an 8 after it would have to round up, so it would be 22.4, and the unit on the end would be meters squared. Perfect. Nice. Okay, guys, look at the next problem. What is the B? Pick one of them to be your B. Which one do you want to be B? 8. Perfect. Which one's C then? 10. Where's your A?
79. I'm sorry.
A is empty because the only one that we can use is the one where these two lines do what? Meet. And they meet right here. This is the angle that we're looking for. But guys, at this point in the year, when you know two angles inside of a triangle, you need to do what? Well, we can do that with sides, but we're not talking about sides, we're talking about angles. Add them up and subtract from 180. So we're going to add up 53 plus 79. Do the math. What is it? Wait, what's this total?
Sorry,
132?
Yeah.
And then 180 minus that 132 puts you at that 48?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to make sure I showed everybody where that came from. There we go. So now the 48 is what we're going to use for the sine because that's the included angle. It must be the angle where they touch. So it's going to be area equals 1/2 times what? 8 times 10, doesn't matter which one comes first. Doesn't make any difference, times what? Sine 48. Perfect. 1/2 times 10 times 8 times sine 48. 1/2 times 8 times 10 times sine 48. Type it. Don't say it yet. I know y'all want to give it right away. Hold on. We could if we were trying to find a side, but we know two sides. We don't have one this time.
Okay, so on the homework, if we're trying to find a side, we'll use that.
Yeah, but this is all of the homework is just like this, so there's no finding missing sides today. The only thing you might be missing is that angle in the middle.
The
Yep.
next one is maybe this side.
No, that's it. This is all there is to it. Yep, this is it. So area equals, what'd y'all get?
29.7.
29.7, and that's inches squared. Now, I got some people looking at me funny, so I'm gonna type it myself. Hold on one second. 1 fraction by 2 times 8 times 10 times 48 sine equals. Yes, I got 29.7. Okay, anybody need me to retype anything, talk anything about this? This is the only formula you are using today. This is the most straightforward section you will probably ever have. Okay guys, let me get this recorded.